There's a certain type of person who grows more distant from their parents as they age. They don't share when they're struggling. They have no desire to open up or express themselves with their parents. They go long periods without calling home. And when they do, it feels like a chore. Something they have to do, not something they want to do. Sometimes, they'd rather spend time with strangers than with their own family. From a psychological perspective, this is often rooted in what's known as avoidant attachment. These individuals rarely talk about their emotions. They deeply value independence. And to them, depending on others feels like a weakness. When relationships grow too close or emotionally intense, they instinctively pull away, sometimes without even realizing it. This pattern typically starts early within the family. In psychology, there's a term, disappointment-based emotional isolation. When children face repeated disappointment and emotionally painful experiences in their early years, they begin to withdraw. Over time, they build emotional walls as a form of self-protection, a defense against future hurt. There are generally two types of parents who unknowingly raise children with avoidant tendencies. The first type is the joy killer parent. When a child saves up money to buy them a thoughtful gift, they criticize it as wasteful or unnecessary. When the child gets good grades, they dismiss it with, "But you're not first in your class, what's there to celebrate?" Even on family vacations, they complain, "What's so great about this place? Just a waste of money." These parents have a unique ability. They can double your pain when you share a problem, and make your happiness disappear when you share your joy. When their children share something with excitement, they respond with criticism, sarcasm, or indifference. They may not realize how negative they are. They believe they're just being honest or realistic, constantly saying things like, "No, that won't work, not good enough," without offering any real solutions. Their words don't improve outcomes. They simply satisfy a need to criticize or assert authority. Children raised in such an environment often develop low self-esteem. Their default thought becomes, "Will I get scolded for this?" Even as adults, they struggle to feel safe or relaxed around others. The second type is the controlling parent. They often say things like, "I'm doing this for your own good," or "If you weren't my child, I wouldn't care," or even, "Where's your conscience? And have you thought about why I do this?" They maintain strict control while staying emotionally distant. They rarely consider what their child wants or needs. When they say it's for your own good, what they're really saying is, "You don't get to decide, I do." In many cultures, especially in East Asia, this behavior is hard to challenge. Obedience and respect are taught as core values, and questioning your parents is seen as disobedient or ungrateful. But here's the truth. The solution is not to change your parents, nor is it to continue accepting toxic behavior. The real path to healing is to accept your past for what it is. Acknowledge the pain, feel the sadness, let yourself grieve what you didn't receive. Cry if you need to, be angry if you must, because once those emotions are released, you begin to see things more clearly, and you realize some things aren't as heavy as they used to be. And through it all, never forget one thing: love yourself. Embrace who you were. Let the child within you know you did nothing wrong.